Hi everyone, it's Paul Lange from Disciplined Trading Strategies with this week's Trade of the Week video. This is for the week that ended February 11, 2024, and this trade happened on Thursday the 8th. The stock was LYFT. I imagine you know that stock if you trade at all. Strategy is based on a daily chart major support area with an entry on a 1 minute beat the tail. Management is advanced, actually extra advanced, and reward to risk 3.7 to 1. This is a great example of something I can't do on every trade, but it was what I try to do most every trade, and this is the most professional way to trade. I'll show you in just a minute. Monday, come join us for bi-weekly scanning night. Always fun, not recorded, but we get together every other Monday, so come join us. I'll look at your suggestions and show you my watch list as I create it. Daily chart for LYFT, and this is all we're looking at right here. Boom, boom, boom. Nice little support area that's working for several days, and some of you may look at that chart and have a name for this little pattern right here, but you don't understand that pattern if you think that name is bearish, because it is not in this case, at least not at that moment. And what's going to happen is we're going to open and we're going to head just below all of those trading days, and that's going to be our long entry, just a hair below right after the open. You can see that a little bit better on the hourly chart here. Here's where we're going to open on this particular day, and then we shoot just a little bit lower, taking out the low of all these prior days, and that's where we're going to get long coming right off that bottom. Boom, right there. 5-minute chart shows you the really good detail on this. This is where you can see all the detail because this trade did last all day long. So we're opening right in there, just about where we closed, no big deal. We shoot lower. We take entry here, 1239 by 1205. Over 1239, stop under 1205. And then I took another entry here, 1248, and brought the stop up to 1224. As I go through this, this is a little more confusing than the average one that I show you. You can work out the math if you want to on your own, but I want to make it clear that throughout this trade, there was no moment that I was risking more than my fixed risk unit that started a trade. So when you take a trade and you decide to risk that much money, that's what I maintained throughout this. Maybe just a minute exception at some moment, but basically that was the risk amount throughout this trade. So added there, over 1247, stop under 1225 now. Add again 1248 and bring the stop up to 1232. So it's 3 entries. Target 1 took right there, took a third of the total of what was entered so far at that point. Entry number 4, later, 1130, set up again very nicely. Entry here, over 1258, stop 1242, and the rest of the trade, of course, came up to that stop as well at that point. Target 2 then, which was for half of that last entry and for the second third of the first entries, and that was taken just, the intent was to hold till close, but we ran up and then kind of topped out into the high and took off. So I took a third off there, left a third in case we did run higher, and ended up taking the last third into close at basically the same exact level as the prior target. Overall, about a 3.5 hour trade, and this is pretty much walk away for the afternoon. I actually had walked away, came back, didn't walk away for long, came back here to do this last entry, and then the rest of the day I walked away for a couple, 3 hours, whatever it was, and came back to clip out the targets into the close there. Here is the 1 minute chart, and not much more to learn here. You can just see some of the entries a little bit better. I compressed it down so you can see the relevant time frame, at least up till 11:30 where that last entry was. So here's the entries, and here's the targets. Of course, 2 of the targets are off the chart here because they were taken after, to the right of noon, where this chart ends down here. Every trade I do is well planned out and explained and given to everybody in plenty of notice, most all the time. Occasionally something rarely comes up. This particular trade was planned the entire way. It was the favorite at the open. We were all looking at it. Everybody knew what to do. If you like trading like that, and also trading that's not fast and frantic and scalping type trading, come join us in the DTS Trading Room. You can head over to the DTS homepage and figure out how you can join us. Until next time, this is Paul for DTS. Good trading, everybody.